Welcome to the first episode of the Darchives. The name may change, but we will not. I am SP, and this is...
Colton.
Why'd you whisper that?
Because it's spookier.
It's spookier? Okay.
Yeah.
This is a podcast we decided to do just centered around dark and spooky things, but not always dark and spooky.
And I'm Colton.
So what'd you like to bring to the table today? I'll let you start.
I'd rather you start because you have a lot of stuff, so if we end on an odd number, we're not fucked.
We've got one? Okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to start talking about Slender Man. How much do you know about the creation of Slender Man?
I know all of it, actually, so you might as well just recite the bare necessities.
The bare necessities. So, like, the idea behind Slender Man is that he's this slender man. He's very tall, he's very spooky, he has a lot of powers that change. But he started, I think it was 2007?
Yeah, /X.
2000X.
Well, no, it was on 4chan/X board.
Oh,
I think it's /X, right?
It started on Something Awful.
Oh, it did?
It started on the Something Awful forums. It was a post that was like, edit old-timey photos.
Yeah.
And that's what people put in, was Slender Man. It was this tall guy in a suit in the back, and he was kind of spooky looking.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, the Marble Hornets is really what popularized him, and probably how he got posted onto /X.
You know, I don't think we actually introduced the concept of this show.
I'll go back and edit it in later.
Oh, okay, cool. Good.
Yeah.
Post-production powers. Awesome.
Yeah.
So I was under the impression... Did anyone actually know about Slender Man until... or before Marble Hornets, or was it just like a very small amount that didn't give a shit?
I think it was just like the Something Awful forums, and then like what got shared around. And
so Marble Hornets was what got it big. It wasn't...
Yeah,
Marble
basically.
Hornets wasn't a spin-off of a big thing that got it big.
No. Marble Hornets is the one that like popularized Slender Man as we know him now.
Now, with regards to spoilers in Stranger Things, because it's not really a spoiler because I haven't seen the second season at all, but I've seen shit where people are saying that the Demogorgon is actually Slender Man. I don't know if you've seen that.
No.
No?
I have not seen that, but I have seen the second season, and no. That is...
People are saying it's a Slender Man origin story, and that it's a tall, slender, faceless thing, right? It doesn't have a suit yet. The fact that it doesn't have a suit means it's Slender Man
you're
to
thinking
these people.
No, you're thinking of season 1. The Demogorgon is season 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Lich is in season 2, and he's the tall, faceless one.
No, but they still describe the Demogorgon as faceless, and it still has the same silhouette.
I mean, he's got a big old... I don't think he's anything like Slender Man.
No, but imagine like Slender Man, the white face, he pulls over a fucking woman's stocking.
Slender Man is actually a bank robber from the 1920s.
Yeah, right? But it makes it fit, right? Because then that's why his face doesn't really open up. He puts a suit on and he disguises himself because he doesn't really understand how... He doesn't... Yeah.
So you're telling me this interdimensional demon...
Yeah.
wears women's stockings.
Yeah.
And just doesn't know himself well enough to understand things. You're telling me he's going through puberty.
It's not puberty. There's like midlife crises as well. But the big thing is he has the same silhouette and he teleports. He gets children, he doesn't get adults, except if they're pissing him off.
I mean, did you watch Marble Hornets? They're all adults. None of them really pissed him off till the end.
Aren't they like 17?
They're college students. They all graduated collage. They're all like mid-20s.
Everyone I knew all the friends that I had went to college early as fuck, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they were smarter than me.
And then even the Everyman Hybrid, they're all above college age.
Actually, I haven't finished that. Isn't that still going?
Yes.
Okay.
Updates have been posted.
So, in case people are lost, because they may not... I mean, everyone on the internet is Slender Man, but like some of our viewers might be our friends, they may not understand what exactly Marble Hornets is.
So Marble Hornets is a web series that started around 2009. It's like a found footage documentary kind of style about this guy recovering from a film crew where something spooky happened and he wasn't sure what, so he starts this big investigation, and it's kind of what kickstarted the popularity of ARGs on YouTube. And
ARGs are important for us to talk about why they are a thing, because ARGs, I find a lot of difficulty explaining at all what even an ARG is. It's where you imagine that something is spooky even though it's obviously not a thing.
Right. That's what's fun about augmented reality games, or alternate reality.
Yeah, it's alternate. Augmented is Pokemon Go.
Augmented is Pokemon Go. Alternate is Marble Hornets.
Right.
But it's fun stuff like that, and I think that's what Marble Hornets really kickstarted, because there were a lot before Marble Hornets. Like, do you know the I Love Bees?
Yeah.
The Halo 2?
That was the first thing that I knew about.
Yeah, that was the one that pulled me in, and then there was one for Lost and one for Cloverfield.
Oh, Lost the show.
Yeah.
I was like, Lost the webcomic.
It's literally everywhere. Like, he's buying billboards.
Shit. Oh, what if it turned out this was actually an ARG, Lost itself? And he predicted the spread of it.
He predicted the meme?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I hope not.
I hope so.
Because, let's be real, that's dark stuff to make an ARG about.
There's way darker stuff.
I don't know. I mean, alright, I take it back. Every hybrid gets dark.
Okay, we need to stop talking about shit that is referential.
I'll post a picture of Lost.
Okay, good. Well, I mean, everyone knows this stuff on the internet, but it's just always going to be... I don't know. Should we pander to our viewers?
Yeah, why not? I don't care.
Listeners?
Listeners, viewers, it's going on YouTube.
Okay, so we're sort of, I think, done with... Well, what was the significance of Slenderman? Why'd you bring it up?
Because it's something that, like, we can document that people on the internet made, and it's like a new age legend.
Yeah, and that's what I was actually going to talk about, because I was going to bring up boogeymen, which are the... Slenderman is sort of the exact... it's like the next level of the boogeyman.
He's the
legend.
internet.
He's the collection of all of the tropes involving boogeymen into one creature that is no longer something that you can just say, oh, well, look, turn the light on, it's not there, which is something you could do with boogeymen.
Yeah, and that's something I really like whenever Slender series do that, because they always, like, he'll show up in the dark, you flip on the light, that motherfucker's still there.
Yeah.
Congratulations, now you can just see it.
Yeah, whereas with traditional boogeymen, they aren't so frightening anymore because we're in the age of science and stuff.
Yeah.
Slenderman is a man that if he's near any electronics,
they go haywire.
So you lose that sort of, I think it's like...
safety net.
Yeah, well, it takes you out of society.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if the directors of Marble Hornets thought this far ahead into, like, symbolism and, like, the loss of...
Probably not.
Probably
not. But
not,
you know they're
yeah.
going to say, like, oh yeah, no, we planned that years in advance.
Well, I mean, they had the skull thing that they're still planning on doing, I think.
It's a comic. It's going to be a comic.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it later.
Okay, what's our time?
We're currently at 8 minutes.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
How long is this going to be?
I have no idea. We'll play
sound
it by
professional.
Ear. We'll play it by ear.
Okay, fair enough. Let's do like 40 minutes. So I think it's time we divide into a separate issue, which is I found a boogeyman that is absolutely incredible.
Okay.
I mean, I found a bunch of them, but this is something that I just want to discuss for a bit. There's a boogeyman called El Coca that is, I believe, in Mexico and some Portuguese-speaking countries. And the way that... It's a story that parents tell their children, like a lot of them, to scare them to do good things.
Yeah.
This is one that you tell your kids, if you don't go to sleep on time, El Coca's gonna kill you.
Wait.
Which I don't think is conducive to sleep.
Is that the she that, like, didn't she, like, kill her kids?
I don't know. I looked at the legend. There didn't seem to be anything other than...
Continue your
a
story.
brief. But I'm just saying, the thing that got me is that, I mean, all these boogeymen really just have, like, it's literally a guy that gets you if you do this thing as a kid.
Yeah.
And I don't think that it would help any children. I don't think it would help my little sister if I told her that if she doesn't go to sleep on time, she will die. I don't think that'll help her sleep.
You better be asleep by 9:30, because holy shit, Santa will kick the door down and blow your brains out, kid.
Yeah, see, we can tell kids, oh, if you go to sleep on time, you'll get money from the Tooth Fairy, because then they're not scared to death.
Yeah, they get a reward.
Yeah.
But then your reward is life, so...
Yeah.
I mean, anyway, continue.
And every night, imagine the psychological issues every night of your life. Because it's not just like on a holiday, El Coca's might kill you. It's every day he could get you.
But can you imagine, like, 40 years later, this kid's grown up, right?
Yeah.
And he's, like, going to bed, and he's, like, tucking his kid in bed, and he's like, all right, sleep tight, sweetie. Oh, God, what time is it? What time is it? And he, like, shoves her out of the way.
Like, it's a feature film.
He finds her clock, and it's, like, 9:32.
Oh,
and he starts,
my God.
like, fucking losing his mind. Like, he's barricading the doors because he's believed this lie his whole life. That El Coca's gonna come and kill him.
This is gonna be the next. Holy shit! Oh my god! Who should direct this?
He's staying up all night with a gun aimed at the door.
Oh my god! Did you watch Krampus? I watched Krampus.
The new one? I haven't seen it yet.
I don't. Well, is there another new one?
There's the.
I only saw the Krampus that came out. Like it was out a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there an older one?
I think so.
Oh shit! But yeah, so I watched that, and that was a very similar feel. It was sort of like. I don't even remember what triggered it. It was just like no one was really having fun on Christmas.
Yeah.
So then
I think I know.
So then like the grandma was like, if you guys don't treat each other well, shit's gonna go down. And then they all
And like grandma
get
disappears
fucking
for the rest of
murdered.
the movie.
Oh yeah. I think she like gives her life or something. I don't remember. We're not even spoiling anything. So I don't even remember what
She's
happened.
the martyr of the movie.
I think she is the martyr of the movie. I don't remember.
Thanks, grandma.
I think she was. She knew everything that was going on.
Have you seen the picture of that painting from like Iceland in the 1500s or something?
Yeah.
It's a very similar idea to the boogeyman that like kids had to be good or this demon will come eat them.
Yeah,
And,
I think I know what you're
Like
talking
I know
about.
it from a Tumblr post because like the kids like it's horrible, it's disgusting. It's this like demon creature eating this child's stomach, and then in the background is the mother just like, I told you to go to bed, you little shit. I told you to go to bed.
Oh my god.
It's absolutely hilarious. I'll find it later.
Yeah, that's incredible. Wow. I can't even. I know how I'm gonna parent my children. I mean, it worked.
Christmas
I
Eve,
guess.
you just walk around the house cocking a gun. Hope you're in bed. Ho ho ho.
Wait, me? You mean me with a gun?
Yeah, Santa isn't real.
No, well, I didn't mean. I thought you meant the kid.
the kid, 5 years old.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Hang on. I've got the perfect parenting method. Okay. Okay, listen to me. We tell kids that. Well, first of all, you have a lot of kids. This is if you have a lot of kids. This is if you're in an orphanage or if you take care of an orphanage.
Oh, good, they're orphans.
Well, yeah. So it's just if you have a lot of kids, then you gotta make it self-policing as a thing. So you say that, you know, if one of them isn't in bed by a certain time, they all die. And then we get to have the Lord of the Flies government emerge from underneath that to make sure that none of them screw the others over.
You walk in one night, it's like the night after one of them was up too late, and there's like a pit burning in the middle, and they're all chanting as they toss this kid onto a burning pit.
Kids will be kids, man.
Well, damn, Charlie, you should have gone to bed early.
Yeah, well, as a parent, you're happy because this means that the system's working. It means that they're taking it seriously.
Help me! No, you let them down. Live with your consequences. For all about the next 8 minutes you got.
The trick is really making your kids think that you're a deity of some sort.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that
Well,
works.
you are. You give them food, you give them a place to live, you give them clothing and
You
warmth.
don't put windows in their room.
We have gone down a weird side road.
Yeah, well, I thought El Coco was a good.
What else was there about El Coco? Was it just a boogeyman?
That was about it. That was that. It was a boogeyman specifically to remedy insomnia.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I know there's one in Spanish-speaking countries. I know it's a female, and like I think she went crazy and like drowned her kids.
Yeah.
And they like the whole idea is like you tell your kids like don't be out at night or she'll get you because she'll think you're her kid and take you and drown you again because life finds a way, I guess. And that's what I thought you were originally talking about. Actually, that's not true. The first time you said that, my first thought was what's the El Cabone,
what's that?
the old donkey cartoon.
Wait, that's what you thought of?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? How does this tie into anything we're talking about today?
There's probably a creepypasta about it.
Oh god, yeah, dude, creepypastas are amazing. Speaking
We need
of,
to have a creepypasta episode.
all right, I'll save that next topic then.
Oh shit, what is...
That was gonna be the rake. We'll save that.
Oh yeah, we'll save that.
We'll save him.
We'll save it. I don't think that the rake needs to be brought up.
Do you know about Zalgo?
I do not.
Okay.
And you seem really excited.
I do, because you probably know exactly what I'm talking about, but you didn't know it had a name. Anytime you see that text where it's like disfigured and it's all over the place and there's like distortion over it in like regular comment.
In Twitch chat.
Yes, that's Zalgo. Alright, it's probably not still following the Zalgo meme, but it's Zalgo.
Well, at this point it's probably just kids just...
Well, it's because like, this is funny. Zalgo was this like Lovecraftian entity that somebody on the internet created, and he would jack posts of like, this is now Zalgo's domain, and that's the text that would pop up.
Is that the guy from the Ouija movie?
Oh God, I hope so. Hold on.
Yeah, look that up. Meanwhile, I will entertain with my voice as best I can. I have not seen the Ouija movie, well, first of all, we probably should say, well, I think he believes in ghosts. I certainly don't. So as far as this is probably a skepticism podcast, we are not taking things as seriously as we sound enough. So we don't need people telling us, oh shit, this isn't really stupid idiots, because of course it's not really stupid idiots. I've already insulted our fans. Help.
Good job. No, I don't know what the demon from Ouija is called. However, Who is Zalgo comes up on Ask Ouija, the Reddit post.
No, but Ask Ouija that's not how that works. You know how Ask Ouija works.
The only comment is Oni-chan, so
oh, no.
If that tells you anything about about where we're at as a whole.
Oh shit. See, you shouldn't have. Reddit's not the best place for
Reddit's the perfect place.
No.
Because the SCP Reddit is incredible because it's morbid. Have you been on there recently?
I have been on there, and not only is it morbid, but right now they're losing their shit over there. It's a war zone. I don't know if you know.
Well, no, I mean morphing, not morbid. I don't care. Like, everybody knows SCP.
What is it?
Morphing. Like, it's changing.
Yeah, like the fans are changing.
Nobody's posting new ones. They're, like, going on about the old ones and, like, making weird alterations.
Yeah. This is sort of a political thing, because I think it started with them changing the whole layout of the site for Pride, which, I mean, Pride is a good thing, but the actual concern wasn't, oh shit, we hate the gays, because I wasn't even a part of this. I don't give a shit either way. But the actual concern was, this is supposed to be a spooky website that, from at first glance, looks like it's legitimate. So changing it for Pride Month really gives it away and makes the fun go away, I think was the main
I think my favorite part about that was somebody was like, yeah, how dare this thing that we can actively Google change its thing for Pride. And everybody's like, well, it's the immersion. You can't call it immersion if you're gonna say this is like this
and
deep
fair,
underground.
It's not like that weird. I don't remember the name of it. There's this weird satire Christian website for a church, but like it's all done by one dude, but he posts. But it's all satire. It's like he'll post ridiculously strawman Christian views, like the redneck Christian stereotype. He will play that on this website.
Good.
So it would be different, because that website nowhere does it say that it's satire. You have to actually go deep on the internet to figure that out. And I don't remember the name of it when I found it. But SCP doesn't do that. It actually says at the bottom of the page, this isn't real, don't worry.
Yeah.
At the bottom of every page on the website.
Yeah. Well, because you gotta think, how many times did creepypastas all do the same, like, this is totally real, and you won't believe your mind.
Oh, man.
Like,
wait, when is creepypasta? I bet if you go on creepypasta websites now, they're all clickbait titles.
Oh, dude, yeah, entirely. That's why the No Sleep podcast started, like, outsourcing writers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, like,
Damn.
so many times it just became, my babysitter left home, and now I know why.
That's like, yeah, that's
my daughter ran through the house in the middle of the night, and now I know why.
I often, when I first got on Reddit, I actually would click on no sleep posts, not remembering what I was clicking on. And I didn't even, I got halfway through the story before I realized this is a horror story. I didn't realize. A lot of it was like, oh, so I was walking my dog, and I'm like, this is Reddit. People sharing their stories. That's great, because I was first on Reddit. I was like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And then I would be shocked and appalled.
Well, I was walking my dog, and then a car peeled around the corner and just decked me. Like, it was crazy. Like, whoa, are you all right, man?
Yeah.
So you read No Sleeps how the site tells you to read No Sleeps and treat them as real.
Yeah, basically. I didn't have a choice.
That's
hilarious. I wasn't educated.
What is your favorite SCP?
I like the ant statue.
Go on.
Yeah, it's a little ant statuette that if you touch it, within an hour, you'll start seeing a couple of ants everywhere. Even in a sealed room, you'll see a couple of ants walking across the wall. And as time goes on, you see more and more ants, and they actually are real. They're real. It makes real ants are just appearing in places that are completely closed off.
Right.
And it's always out of view of people, which is how SCPs normally work, is that it doesn't get caught by recording. So actually, if you actually record the whole room and cover everything with security cameras, it'll start appearing from under the person's clothing. You take all their clothing off, it'll appear from inside their orifices, ants will start crawling out.
Jesus.
And over time, it's more and more ants and bigger or more dangerous ants. So eventually there's nothing, it's one of the ones that there's no trick to beating this SCP. You just eventually die because ants all eat you. It's very wholesome.
Very wholesome. What if the statue's put in the middle of a room? Right. And you get a really long stick. And you seal the room, like, entirely. And you poke it with the stick. And
it doesn't count if you touch it without... It's only if it touches your skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what if you cut off somebody's hand?
Uh-huh.
And you put it on a really long stick. And you just slide
What
it
if you cut off your own hand? And then put it on a stick and touch it with that? I don't know. We should be SCP scientists.
Oh, there we go. We want to turn this into an SCP podcast?
No. That's bad territory right now. That shit's falling.
I have two that I'm very much a fan of. I very much like Storytime Satan.
Yeah, which I don't actually recall all the details about it. I know a lot of the ones that are like, oh, the devil or someone is in a room and he'll talk with you and be actually pretty nice until he screws you over, that sort of thing, I imagine.
Okay, the one I know is, it's this, like, sometimes Satan gets bored.
As he would. It's not like he has lots of things to do or anything.
And he shows up and just reads you a bedtime story. And, like, it's obviously he's not.
How is he an SCP? You can't secure, contain, and protect that.
I think it's a nightlight that brings him.
Oh.
And that, like, summons him. But, like, scientists, like, sat down and talked to Satan. And he was like, yeah, I just got bored in hell, so I decided to come read to some kids.
It's very late for this because I realize we're on air. SCPs are just creepy internet stories, if anyone hasn't fucking gotten the clue, if they haven't seen this.
Wait, you mean Storytime Satan isn't real? I've been buying all these nightlights off of eBay for nothing?
Wait, do they sell those on eBay?
No.
Oh, they... I want to buy a 127 is the guy.
What is he?
The main one that if you're looking at him, he doesn't kill you.
Oh,
is that 127?
I think... No, I thought 197.
It might be 197.
I think he's 197.
Yeah, well, that one. I want to buy, like, a statuette of that guy.
I thought you were talking about the weird crocodile one.
Oh, no, that's, like, 249.
Yeah, he's cool. I don't know what he is or what he does, but he just looks cool.
You don't know what he is or what he does?
No.
Oh, shit, dude. This is the most important SCP in all of the lore.
What do you mean?
In all of the lore. This one is. He's impervious to all damage and all attempts to destroy him. He absorbs the abilities and effects of anything he is exposed to. Immortal. He's been nuked down to one atom, and that atom replicated back into him. And generally, he wants to destroy the world and stuff, and because he's indestructible, the SCP Foundation's real worried about that. So they've tried nuking him, but it just made him better.
They nuke something.
They fucking dropped him by helicopter down into a big fucking field or something, and just dropped a nuke on him. And it didn't work.
You know, apart from the fact that they're fictional stories made to make you like, haha, that the world is spooky and we don't know everything that happens, a lot of them don't make a whole lot of fucking sense, because how the hell...
Why doesn't that make sense?
How are you gonna hide a nuke?
What do you mean hide a nuke? They have Area 51 and shit. They have big, like, open...
Yeah,
things.
But there's still people around there that would hear it.
No, they
see it.
No, they have memetics, dude. They have, like, the shit that wipes your mind and stuff in the lore.
Yeah, alright.
They just go by... They just fucking... They have, like, crazy technology, man. You don't know.
Okay. I like Storytime Satan, and then I very much like the pencil sharpener.
I don't... Oh, wait, the one that makes it razor sharp?
Yeah, you can keep...
Sharp enough to, like, split atoms?
You can keep sharpening it. You could, like, drop it down in the center of the earth.
SCPs are probably going to be brought up a lot on this podcast, even if it's not an SCP podcast.
Well, because
they're just so... It's comprehensive.
Yeah, everything.
You can think about any trope, and SCP has done it.
Everything is an SCP.
It's like the Simpsons of creepy internet stuff. Yeah. I'm trying to remember the name. Oh, it's Dr. Bright. Do you know about Dr. Bright in the SCP lore?
I don't.
Okay, this is incredible. Dr. Bright, I think, is what his name is. Cover air.
Cover air.
Come on, please. Okay, yeah, it is Dr. Bright. Okay, so Dr. Bright is a character in the SCP.
Good job,
in the SCP lore that he actually stumbled upon an SCP that gave him immortality. He's actually just one of the scientists working.
Yeah.
And he accidentally got immortality in the form of a necklace that whenever his body dies, his soul goes back into the necklace because of that's just how it works. That's the circumstances that he came upon it. But the big idea is that whenever he dies, his soul gets put in that, and then the next person to put the necklace on, he takes over their body. And he's completely unwilling to this. He's just a scientist. But soon after discovering his immortality and invincibility, he became the wacky, zany, I'm gonna throw myself into whatever conditions for the sake of science character. Sort of Doctor Who-esque.
Why would you want to do that? Like...
Yeah, I'm sure it still hurts.
Yeah, like, there's no way he stopped feeling pain.
But there's a list of things that Dr. Bright is not allowed to do.
Dr. Bright is not allowed to poop at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday.
I'm gonna find it.
Dr. Bright is not allowed to eat McDonald's. It makes his bowels sticky.
I'm gonna find it. I should have... Here we go. The things Dr. Bright is not allowed to do at the Foundation. It's a list that's very, very long. So I'm not gonna actually do it. It's like hundreds.
Really?
Yeah. But here's some. Dr. Bright is not allowed to feed anything with peanut butter to Kane. I believe Kane is a giant dog, SCP. Oh no, it's actually a doctor that is in a dog's body, I think. He's not allowed to do that.
Damn it, Bright, not again!
Although it is entirely possible to use SCPs currently under the control of the Foundation to create tentacle monsters, no. Should not replace Dr. Wright's lamp with a novelty lamp shaped like a marital aid. Addendum, should not replace Dr. Wright's marital aids with a novelty aid shaped like a lamp. So he's pretty much the...
Is he the joke SCP? Is he...
No, he's in the canon.
Oh my god.
There are joke SCPs, or the -J. He's real, he's canon.
Jesus, that's hilarious.
As far as I know, I could be wrong. Someone's gonna correct me on that shit. But he doesn't have a -J next to him, and I think it's all canon.
That's amazing.
He is no longer allowed to make up Jodies for morning calisthenics. Yes, this includes the Mickey Mouse Club song. Dr. Bright is not from an alternate timeline. Addendum 1, Dr. Bright cannot issue orders to preserve the timeline, or to corrupt the timeline, or to screw with those history nerds.
It sounds like what I would write as an SCP.
Yeah.
Like, I would just go and find every single one, like, Dr. Bright is not allowed to stare for prolonged periods at SCP-192.
Yeah, I hope that 192 makes sense for that.
Dr. Bright is not allowed to put his penis in
I can't believe
SCP.
you didn't know about Dr. Bright. He's like the highlight of SCPs.
I need to actually go read more, because I'm
you need to read some of the stories that are on the actually SCP pages.
Have you ever heard of the Holders series?
No.
Similar idea to SCPs, but it's, every single one starts the exact same. It's like, in any city, in any town, in any state, in any country, go to your nearest whatever. And generally it's like, doctor's office, hospital, library, or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you approach them and you have to ask them a certain question. And you get to, sometimes they'll be like, you don't want to do that. So you ask them again. You don't want to do that. You ask them again. And they're like, well, I guess if you want to fucking die. And they always lead you down this, like, eldritch hallway.
This sounds like a D&D campaign.
Sort of. And we'll talk later. We'll turn it into one.
Okay, good.
But then, like, as you go, like, eventually this person will leave you behind, and you have to face some trial, and then you get led to, like, a room with one person, and that's the holder, and they hold something. The doctor is one. Like, they wrote him in as, like, a joke one, and then the, like, guy who's, like, admitting the whole thing was like, yeah, that's cool. Put him in. Yeah. So it's like the holder of lyric, or the holder of right and wrong, the holder of honesty and shit like that. And they'll ask you something, or they'll do something, or they'll offer you something. One of them, I think it's like the holder of sexuality or something, peels her skin off, and you have to hold eye contact with her while she has sex with you. And if you survive, then you walk out with this thing.
Dude, asexual people be fucking after eternal power, dude.
But there's like 500... I think there's like 530 of them. And every single one ends with, that is number whatever. there are so many more to go.
Who's doing this? Is this a community effort?
It was. It's over now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you should go check it out. They're really fun.
Yeah,
some of
I'm
them
gonna steal their ideas for campaigns.
Some of them are really cringy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example?
I know one of them was like it was like the man will remain chained on the wall. You must use the knife and cut him open. He will laugh maniacally the entire time. Don't stop.
So is that it?
It was like
period.
That's how it was like.
Don't stop.
It just ended like don't stop, like, and then it was like when you finish, like they hit enter like 4 times.
When it finishes?
You just know when you're doing these things.
I suppose.
Like it's wild. So I wanna play this game because
are you allowed to like fudge? It's not like you're not fucking in a fucking other dimension where you're only given the tools for the task. I could have brought like a rad iPod and just put on some tunes while the guy's laughing so I don't get thrown off, right?
Yeah, you could have.
I could listen to some Katy Perry as I'm carving him up.
There's arguably nothing stopping you from doing these things, except for, I guess, the idea that you didn't think of it beforehand because you're not supposed to know what's there.
But they're telling us what's there. I think I'm misunderstanding the purpose of this.
So it's told in second person. So it's saying, you will go do this, you do this, you do this. It's saying it is if...
Oh, it's like...
giving you commands.
Oh, what's that SCP where after you've encountered it, or while you're encountering it, you refer to it, and you refer to everything as I? Like the first person?
I don't know that one.
Oh, shit. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know.
But I wanted to play this game with you because you pitched it and I thought it would be fun.
Yeah, okay, so I had this idea that was for this show that was called Yokai or No Kai. I think it's just going to do a sort of fake or not thing. Yeah. But it was the idea of like, oh, I'm going to invent a crazy thing and you have to guess whether I made it up. I'll give you 2 crazy things and you have to guess whether I made up which one the Japanese made up. So he has come up with a lot of them, which makes me feel insecure about the one that I had come up with.
I still want to do yours, though.
Fair enough. Okay, but let's do a lot of yours first.
Okay, so, number 1.
Okay.
Which of these is fake?
Okay.
The skunk bear or the skunk hawk?
Skunk hawk.
Skunk hawk is fake.
Yeah.
It's, the skunk bear, for those that may not know, it's an urban legend from southern Florida.
Yeah, Florida, man.
It's basically Florida, man. Yeah. They saw this guy, he made some grumbling noises at him, and he smelled like a skunk.
Therefore, the legend lived on since that fateful day.
Number 2.
Okay.
This one will probably be easy. Thunderbird or Falconbird? Which one is fake?
It can't be Thunderbird.
You think
Thunderbird is fake?
Really?
Yeah.
You would be wrong. The
really?
Native Americans of like this area of not this area but like central northern America believed that there was this massive bird that would sometimes steal their people.
Oh shit, you're right.
And his wings,
I was literally just thinking it was the name of a car. I'm ignorant.
Because there's a Futurama episode where he has a car called the Thunder Cougar Falconbird.
Well, also because there's what even would your Falcon Hawk be?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have backups.
You should have come up with information
with
so I could quiz you on it. Next time we'll do that. You'll make a whole thing for it.
All right, I got you on this one.
Yeah.
I got you. I can do this one.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to give you what they are, and then I'm going to give you some brief lore on both.
Okay.
So it's either the Roanoke Vampire or the New York Zombie. So I'll start.
That's a hard one.
The New York Zombie was this man who was known to creep around like late night around the bar scene.
The New York Zombie?
Yes, yeah. The New York Zombie. He had served in one of the wars, and he had this weird limp to give him a gait. And people always thought he was really weird. Eventually, a gangbanger got tired of him, took him out. Right? Problem is, he stood right back up, kept going.
Okay.
So that's where the idea of the New York Zombie, people kept seeing him, he's still around sometimes. People still claim to see him. The Roanoke Vampire. There's a cemetery in Roanoke, Virginia, where supposedly in the early 1900s, this man was seen walking out with very bright pink flesh, very jagged teeth, blood streaming from his mouth. He apparently walked out, some people saw him, he screeched and ran the other way, and thus his legend was born.
A lot of these are pretty mundane things, and a lot of these, like, local monsters. It's usually like, I saw a squirrel, but it looked especially mean.
There is one. There was one of those when I was looking these up
Oh
last
my
night.
god. Yeah.
All right, which
this
one's
is
fake?
really hard.
Which one's fake?
I'm gonna say the New York Zombie is fake.
The New York Zombie is fake. I made that one up. The Roanoke Vampire was a real man.
But it's so real. That's such a good one.
He was a miner. This was a real story. He was a miner, and the cave collapsed on him during a fire. So his skin legitimately burned, and when the rocks came down, they smashed his skull and like cracked his teeth. So when he finally got out, he was in so much pain, he didn't notice that people were standing there. He wasn't screaming at them, he was screaming because he was in incredible pain. Because his teeth were shattered, and his body was burned.
That's just what the vampires want you to think, man.
Oh, dude, that's next episode.
Oh, yeah, next episode of Conspiracy Theories.
You won't believe me on this one. So I've got the Wikipedia page pulled up behind me. Which one is real, Colton? The Snallygaster or the Galley Snaster? The Snallygaster.
Can you just give me a description? Because they're both plays on the same thing. Give me a description of this creature, and I'll try to guess the name.
It's a dragon-like entity seen around Washington, D.C. and Maryland area beginning in the 1800s, but still has references even today. It was used in the late 1800s, early 1900s to scare slaves back to not running away.
Oh my god.
The Snallygaster or the Galley Snaster?
The Galley Snaster? Is that one the real one?
The Galley Snaster is false, my friend.
Oh my god.
Let me pull this up because I knew you wouldn't believe me.
No, it's
The
not.
Snallygaster is a real creature that people believe.
It's not a real creature
That people believe in.
to clarify. It's a real name.
All right, last but not least, the Yowie or the Yanni. The Yowie or the Yanni.
Excuse me, could you pronounce that first one again?
The Laurel or the Yanni. The Yowie. Yowie.
The Yowie.
Yowie. It's not.
The Yowie.
it's not what you think it is.
You made that one up.
You think I made it?
That's the one that's made up.
Yowie is 100% real.
No.
It is an Australian creature. If you had watched Scooby-Doo, Legend of the Vampire, the one where they set in Australia, the Hex Girls came back. They discussed the Yowie, Australian folklore entity reported to live in the outback.
Okay, so for viewers who may want to Google this and draw Yowie fan art of Yowie, it's Yowie is this Yowie, and the other Yowie is, of course, Yaoi.
Don't say, of course, like people know what that is. You fucking delinquent.
Oh, it's okay. Angie's gonna Google this afterwards.
Oh, I hope so. And then I hope she calls us and like freaks out.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right. Any other fun stories you know the internet has made up for us?
Oh shit! I didn't write this one down. I was gonna bring up. Oh my god! Hang on.
Oh, you can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah.
But no, I had a lot of fun looking these up last night.
Really?
I was trying to find a good one that was like believable. And then like
the Snallygaster one really got me.
Snallygaster, as I was looking at it, I was like, he won't believe it. He will not believe this. And
what is the etymology of that? Can you find that?
I will. I'll just hit back on Wikipedia because that's all I did, really.
Yeah. Just go to the bottom etymology and tell me why it's called the Snallygaster.
There is no
etymology.
There is no etymology.
It just damn.
There was a book published in 2008 about it, but in 18th century, the area was settled by German immigrants in the 1730s. Early accounts describe the community being terrorized by a monster called a Schnellergeist, meaning quick ghost in German. The earliest incarnations mixed half-bird features of a siren with nightmarish features of a demon or a ghoul.
I'm just blown away. So let's recap what we've learned.
Slender Man is spooky.
No, we didn't learn that.
Well, you didn't learn that. I learned it.
Feign god tier supernatural abilities so that your children stay in line.
Yeah. Be sure if you're going to make something, remain anonymous on the internet so that everybody can take credit for it.
That's good. SCPs.
are not scary if you're invincible.
But they are real.
They are all real.
100% not fiction.
If you're confused, you might want to rewind the episode where we actually proved with math that SCPs are all real.
We rolled a board out for people watching the video of this.
Right.
Yeah. That was wild, you know? I didn't think either of us knew PhD level math, but here we are.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you just, like, remove 2 of the letters in that, it's D, which stands for what we might name the show, which is why we got it.
Of course, yeah, actually.
Can't use that name now. Now it's got to remain.
We learned skunk bears, thunderbirds, the Roanoke vampire, snallygasters, and Yowie are all real creatures.
Especially Yowie.
I like that that's the one blowing your mind the most.
No, it's not that it's blowing my mind. I just really want people to really understand that Yowie is Australian.
Yes.
Yes. There we go.
I like that you keep saying that. You really want to drive this point home, don't you?
Yeah. Cool. I think we're pretty good. You do the outro.
I do the outro. Well, thank everybody for listening. Those of you that listened. This episode is going up on SoundCloud. It's going up on iTunes, and it's going up on YouTube in a video format sometime soon. Join us in 2 weeks. I think we decided.
Yes.
2 weeks for episode 2.
If you are offended, please flag the video, report it. Do whatever necessary to make sure we never ever see any sort of recompense for this.
Send all your hate mail to P.O. Box 473 of whatever city you're in.
I mean, we've got all of them.
Yeah, we bought them all. Send it all there. We'll get it. We'll contact you. We'll send you a t-shirt. It'll all work out. It's all good things in the end.
Yeah, good.
Thanks everybody for listening, and we're out.